Oh, of course. There, it's kind of working. Hey, what's up, you guys? Johnny Bean here. NAM 2025 is happening, and what the hell was that? And what's going on is I'll be live at the NAM show. So you want your exclusive NAM show coverage? This is the place you want to be. Johnny Bean YouTube, Johnny Bean Facebook, Johnny Bean Twitch, Johnny Bean X, everywhere. And join us. We have a great time. So let's do a show, you guys. Right? Corey Feldman.
Hey, it's Corey Feldman. You're watching Johnny Bean TV, I guess.
All right. Come on.
That's what I tried to do. I went to hit my applause, and I was on the wrong page and hit the burp instead.
You hit the. Why does the belt? But why does belt work? Belch. The applause doesn't want to do anything. I don't know, but I do have batteries. Thank you again to Janice, the intern. There we go. That's pretty good. What's up, you guys? My name is Johnny Bean. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is a long-running Saturday night show we call Straturday Night. We talk rock music news. We talk guitars. Sometimes we work on guitars. We get guitar parts in the mail. So we'll be looking at that. Ron Gunner from Ohio. What's going on, man?
That's right. Not much at all. Played some Call of Duty. Watched a couple horror movies. Horror, not horror. And
that's later, huh?
Yeah. That would be it. But and got to pick up stuff ready to do that tonight. So
cool. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So you guys, hey, again, if you're brand new here, consider subscribing to the. You can never say it enough. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. Help us get to the next goal. We can do this together. 12,500 YouTube subscribers. And here on YouTube, we have channel membership. And the top tier, part of the deal as a channel member, the top tier gets a shout out at the top of every talk show, such as this. And they are currently, channel membership. It really is a great way to help support the channel and support these shows. And the top tier are the executive producers. They're currently Michael B., Sherman Callahan, CC, Nova 9, Michael Smith, Music Therapy Laz, R-Habs, Warlag, Fairfield Guitar Co., Majestic PB and J Cat, who we hung out with last night for a little bit, and Janice Lala, the intern. Oh, it's working now. Oh, if I keep the button pushed down, it works.
I'm surprised that laughter button's not wore out.
Because all the funny stuff you say?
You got any electronic cleaner?
Work.
Spray that in there.
No, it's not. If you guys are wondering what this even is, I've been using this thing for, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years on the show here, and pretty much every other show that uses these, this is where they got the idea. No joke. But it's called a sound machine. Oh, look at that! You can see the applause and the laughter are the two that are pressed the most on here. All the other ones, not so much. But look at that. You can definitely see those are. But let's see. I need to get some. Actually, I do have batteries. Janice, the intern, sent me some batteries. I just have to get a screwdriver small enough to.
You can work on that tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, that one works. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Tonight on Straturday Night, I'll be working on the sound machine. That one, it depends. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, you guys, welcome to the show. You know, we do these shows. We usually do a couple hours. We hang out. This is Saturday night. I'll give you guys a rundown if you're brand new. Saturdays, it's just a hangout. We sit around, tell jokes, look up music news, enjoy some delicious Waterloo, all day rosé, sparkling waters, have a great time, answer questions, listen to that. Got some sparkling water ASMR for you guys.
Sounds like it's going to blow up.
Oh, yeah. Delicious. Yeah. So that's what we do here Saturday nights. But if you have any questions, any comments, let's say you want to ask Ron a question about something, you can type what's your username on YouTube?
On YouTube, it's
yes.
Ron Gunner.
You can type Ron Gunner in the chat.
Here, I'll type in the chat now,
and it'll highlight for him, so he will see.
There.
Like if you have the YouTube open, you'll see your name will be in orange. Actually, does that work through StreamYard? No, it doesn't. No, just through YouTube. So if you have any questions for him, type Ron Gunner in the chat. It'll turn orange for him. He can answer those. Type Johnny Bean. Any questions for me? Any comments? So let's see.
My whole room turns orange.
Your what? Your
My
whole room's orange?
Yeah, the whole room will turn orange.
I see that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we got some questions here. Let's actually first let's say hello to some people. We got 35 watching live. You guys, thank you so much. We got Charles Kelly, and he has a question. Well, go ahead and field that question. Ron Gunner, what's the oldest guitar you own?
You can see it right here on the wall. Right there. 19. I'll get it.
That one.
1959 Les Paul Jr. Completely original that my father bought in January of 1960. This guitar is older than me, and this is the first guitar I ever started playing at 5 years old. And it's still
That's crazy.
Still original frets, no neck work, no headstock break, no nothing. It's it's got some relicking on it, natural relicking, like down there at the bottom. That's actually from Cole when he was little.
Your son.
Yep. But yeah. Well, there you go.
Dude,
even original tuners. So.
Wow, that's nuts, man. I can't even imagine. I mean, I don't think I owned anything. When I was 5 years old, I don't think I have anything. But to have a guitar that you've had, I mean, all those years.
It's been here. It's been in this house longer than I have.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah,
isn't it? Or for you, it's normal.
Yeah. Well,
like, have you lived in that house your whole life?
No. But out of everybody in the family, I've lived in this house the longest, even more than my parents or my sister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't even imagine that either. I just moved into this place. Literally.
Well,
a month ago?
I'm 59 years old, and I lived in this house 38 years.
That's crazy.
I spent 15 years in Springfield, Ohio. But this guitar has been here, since 1960. That's what?
Dang.
64 years?
That's a while.
This
64 years.
This guitar is 64 years old.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy, dude. That's cool. Charles Kelly, that's a beautiful guitar. B9 says beauty, it's a beauty. It's a beauty. Who sang that? The Tubes? The Tubes.
Even the original pots with the thumb cutter, thumb slicer.
Ouch.
See them? I hate those things. But yeah. So.
What's the first? I got a question. What's the first song you learned how to play on that at 5 years old?
Boy, that I couldn't tell
Say
you.
Blackbird. Can you play Blackbird?
No. I remember one of the first songs I learned was Something by the Beatles. I remember my dad showing me that one.
That's cool.
Yeah, that one and some CCR stuff. I couldn't even. I mean, it was my dad showing me stuff, so it was his. He liked the Beatles.
His version. His version of that. Yeah.
And he liked CCR, and he liked Jim Croce.
I found that record the other day, man. I have it. It's I don't have it in here.
Cosmos Factory.
Remember on a previous show, I told you guys that I took a studio class in high school in Richmond, California. This was like 30 years. This is over 30 years ago. And the guy that ran the class, his brother, was in a band with who's CCR? Who's the singer?
They were oh my God.
The main one.
Yeah.
In the chat. Who's the main guy in CCR? Anyway, his
brothers.
His brother was in a band with the brother of the guy that ran the studio.
Tom Fogerty was the brother. John Fogerty was a singer. So you're talking about Tom Fogerty.
I'm talking about Tom Fogerty. Tom Fogerty was in a band with this guy. Thank you, Janice. Thank you. Thank you, Russell. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Charles. I see you guys. Yeah. Yeah. And then a friend of mine was in like Cub Scouts with John Fogerty's son, who I ended up meeting John Fogerty's son years later because he ran sound at a club that my band played at in Walnut Creek, California, like 15 years ago. And we're still like Facebook friends like today. You know? So CCR, I mean, they're from here. Well, technically they're from El Cerrito, California, which is a place where I lived for a lot of years.
Who will stop the rain?
Yep.
I still say Bad Moon Rising's their best one. That's probably my favorite. Theirs.
Yeah, I mean, it's classic.
Oh, also, whoever asked about the guitar, there's the original amp that came with it, too. That's a Gibson tube amp right there. Of course, the Gib part is off of the logo.
Looks like a Sun amp.
Yeah.
S-O-N.
Don't
get confused with Sun amps.
It's got the built-in tremolo on it. And he bought that guitar, that amp, cable, and a case, $149 in 1960.
And that was probably expensive for that.
Well, that amp alone is going for almost $3,000 on Reverb. $3,500, $3,000.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And the guitar, I was offered $12,000 for everything, amp and guitar. I don't have the case anymore. The case dry rotted away.
Yeah.
But I found one.
An original one.
Yes, I found the original case.
On MacBid for 2 cents.
No.
No wonder this laugh button is worn out. It's worn out from all the jokes I tell out here.
I'll send it to you, but I ain't send it to anybody else.
The case? I'll take it. Thanks, man.
I don't want anybody to see it.
I'll take... Oh, because you want it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Let's see, you guys. By the way, thanks so much, you guys, for tuning in, man. We got 51 people watching right now. You guys are awesome. Blake. Yeah, you guys. Give us some questions. We'll answer your questions. Blake M says, my first was Pusher by Steppenwolf. Charles Kelly, channel member, by the way. You can tell by that little emoji next to his name. And his name's in green here. Wow, original amp too. That's a lot back then. That's what I was saying. GBD guy, I'm trying to do research on synthesizer software and synth rack mountable hardware to control by guitar. There's so much stuff, it's driving me nuts. There's a lot of stuff. And just to let you know, I'm very interested in that type of stuff too. I love synthesizer hardware. I really like software. Stuff you can control, say, on an iPad. I have tons of that stuff. Actually, if this iPad is charged at all, I'll show you guys some synth software that I use. I've got tons of stuff. Oh, looks like it wants to turn on. So we'll see what happens. We'll try that.
I sent you the link, Johnny. Just look at it. That's the same exact case it had.
But you don't want me to show it.
No, don't show it, please. It's in Messenger.
I didn't hear it. Oh, here we go. Reverb 50. Oh, I probably shouldn't read that.
Yeah. But that's identical to what it was, and all the stitching around it is what dry rotted off.
And the price that they want for that, is that too much for you? Like
know.
For that?
I don't know. I'm debating.
Yeah, I mean, if you want the original case to make it complete,
yeah,
I don't think that's a bad price for that. Although that case, that's not going to protect that guitar whatsoever.
No, it don't.
You don't want to take that guitar anywhere in that case.
No,
at all.
Gig bag would protect it more than that.
You take it outside and it starts raining, and the thing will disintegrate. Seriously, that's.
So I remember when it came apart, because I went in the closet and I opened it up, and the hinges and everything just came right off with my hands right off with it.
Dude, that's terrible. Oh, cool. All right, the iPad is at 100%. It's opening. So it does like to crash because I've had this thing for like 15 years. But I do have tons.
Raymond, you might be right, because I did spend $75 last night on reverb because a guy didn't know what he had.
On what?
A Floyd Rose, a chrome Floyd Rose.
Oh.
I was say, what the hell is that?
Look at this. Look at this, Janice. It's a synthesizer on here. Wait, pitch bend. How can you get? Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So I use a lot of this stuff when I record. But a lot of different recording software, synthesizer software.
Janice wants to know what the name of that app is.
Music theory software. That's called Professor. Janice, do you have an iPad? There's actually one on here let me find it. There's a really cool one that I used to use years ago.
1987. Right when my wife and I got married, I bought her a new Honda. She wanted a new Honda Accord, so I got her a new Honda Accord. And I went to the music store I always bought stuff for, because she was a concert pianist at one time. And we no longer had a piano. So I bought a Kawai keyboard and 88 keys.
Here's my keyboard.
with the MIDI unit. Oh, tinnitus. Tinnitus on
tinnitus.
But yeah, it also had the guitar add-on pickup. So I would the little
There's a sample of me saying "dang it" in here from years ago.
Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it.
What the heck? And the thing is, check this out. Janice, look at this. Is crazy. I can actually, I can do. Oh, there's all kinds of.
Dang it! 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 Dang it!
That's me. That's my actual voice.
Dang it! Dang it!
Saying "dang it."
Dang it! Dang it!
Okay, but there's like delays and crap.
Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it!
I don't know when I recorded that. It would have been years and years ago.
Dang it! Dang it!
Yeah, it's a sampler. It's cool. You can change the pitch, the sound, add effects.
Dang it!
Oh, crap.
Dang it! Dang it! Dang it!
It's a really cool. This is the kind of fun I like to have. Anyway, there's metronomes. Where's all the good stuff?
Well, what was cool, but the thing I bought her, the unit itself was a rack mount, but it also had the guitar pickup that you would just stick on the guitar, and it was neat because you could play the guitar and play piano or cello, whatever you wanted, just by playing the regular guitar. I love that. And I even bought her a crate. No, I take it back. I bought her an Ampeg half stack to plug it into.
Here's a tape machine on an iPad. I wonder
I
what's
have a real
on
one
here.
of those.
Is there anything on here?
Some new music.
Is there anything that I can record? Yo, I'm recording. Yay. Yo, I'm recording. Oh, no, don't crash on me. Yeah, it's a tape. Yo, I'm recording. Yay.
Yeah, I'm recording. Yay.
Well, yeah, it's messing up. The iPad, it's. Yo, I'm recording. Yay. There's a metronome. Yo, I'm recording. Yay. Dude, there's
That's
so
actually
much
a good idea, Raymond.
There's so much cool stuff you can do. Uncle Raymond, Ron, get friends and family to chip in for your ticket for Christmas present. What? Problem solved.
Well, Skyprop was supposed to start a GoFundMe, so just for that, but I don't know if he did.
And notice we haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, crap. We'll never see him again. What is this?
Hey Siri.
Oh no! No, I wasn't actually talking to you. That was a recording from years and years ago. Don't listen to that. I wonder what I said. Let me pause. Let me mute. I'm too scared to know what I said on here. Because I did this July of 2020 is when I recorded this. Let me just see what I said. And if it's cool, I'll play it on here.
Oh, yeah. Well, while he's doing that, I'll everybody listen to this.
Do not delay any longer. Make your way to the Johnny Bean TV show immediately. Go, 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 go.
Okay. All I did, I just asked her to play a song. That's all I did.
Oh. And
Oh, wow. Yeah, these are tapes that go back years. What is this? There might be some music on here, actually. That was not music. You guys didn't hear that, right?
no.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll do something while he's got his mic on mute.
Listen to this. This is April 25th, 2020.
Don't be a lame-o.
No, what is that? That's me. What am I saying? Don't be a lame.
Only you would know.
I must have been doing a live show here. There must be a show from years ago where I was like messing with this, and that's what these are from. Yeah. Cool stuff, though, man. All these apps. You got tape machines. You got multi-track studios. Like I got songs on here, like demos that go back years. That go back. Wow, they go back 10 years.
Let's hear one.
I have 10 years of songs. See that? These are all songs.
Okay, play the oldest one.
Crazy, huh? Well, let me check it first.
Gotta have it.
We'll try. We'll see what this is. Let me find another one. That one's lame. Close. See, what I would do is, and I'm not joking, all these songs go back. Look how many. There's tons. There's tons and tons and tons. What I would do a lot of times is I would, like I tell you guys, when I pick up the guitar, like I don't plug in a lot of times. Even though now I could. Now I've got the major setup in here. What I would do a lot of times is I would just take this, set it down on the couch. Remember that couch you guys used to see in my background? And I would just pick up a guitar acoustically, electric guitar, and just record. Let me see what this is. Maybe I'll play this on here. Let me just check it.
At least there's something in the background.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A lot of these, I mean, they're demos, but they're really not. They're not really like. Let's try one more. Let me see what this was. Okay, I'll play some of this, but I mean, it's not like super exciting, some of this, but I mean, you guys know, if you're a musician, if you play guitar, if you sing, I mean, this is perfect. You know, your phone or your iPad or whatever. You know, it's like an audio notebook where you can just jot down any kind of idea. So this was some sort of idea I had back in 2015. Like I tell you guys, I write all the time. This is just some sort of idea. I don't even know what this is. And now it won't play. Now it's crashed. Now it's actually crashed. Come on. Yeah, it's literally crashed. Like it's here, but it won't play. Like, see, you can see the. Oh well. Oh, that was that. Dang. We'll do a hard reset. Maybe we'll go back to it. There we go. We'll see what happens. Yeah, very exciting. We got 69 people watching live right now. You guys are awesome, man. You guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, you guys. Let's see. Got some comments. Peggy says no. Janice says there are several synthesizer apps on the Windows Store. Alex T says that sucks. Blake
You don't
M,
like the apps on the store?
Blake M says no, most like Floyd Rose guitars. I still prefer my Les Pauls personally. So non-locking trem guitars. Dude, I'll tell you. Back in the day, okay, when I say that, I'm saying 1989, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 90, about
pretty much the 90s.
Well, no, pretty much up until 96. 1996, 1997 is where everything changed for me. But from the second I got my first Kramer guitar, which is this one right here, this guitar, okay, and what I mean by that, the body. The only thing original on here is the body. The pickups changed, the Floyd has changed, even the neck has changed. Although that is an original Pacer Kramer, beak headstock.
How come you don't play that in the shows? I mean, when you play live.
On these shows?
No. When you play in a band, how come you don't use that one?
You want the truth?
Well, yeah. No, lie to us.
When I play nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
I'm much more into like 2 pickups, 3 single coil pickups. Hate to say it, you guys, but for me, like a 1 pickup guitar these days, it's like, I mean, it's cool, but I'm much more into, like when I play, I'm more into clean tones nowadays than dirty distortion tones. And a 1 humbucker pickup on a clean, that doesn't do it. It's like, nah, you know? I'd much rather have either 2 pickups or 3 single coil pickups, because you got the 2 and the 4 positions. That's the chef's kiss. Mwah! You know? Like when I play that guitar with the Vega-Trem, you hear those tones.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get that with 1 humbucker pickup. You can't, regardless. Whatever you say, can't
Eddie
happen.
did.
Get what?
He got nice tunes on tones on 1 humbucker.
But
On
he
didn't
get a series of clean tones on 1 humbucker. Nobody can. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. See, what Edward did is he had the 1 pickup, and he made up for the lack of having like pedals, and this in the early days. He would do different things with his style. That's where the tapping came in. That's where all this happened. Because he couldn't afford a distortion pedal back in the early days. You know? But yeah, there's effects and stuff, and it's cool, but me personally, you know, if I had to pick between a 1 pickup, you know, humbucker guitar, but also it depends on the situation too. If I was playing a gig with a hard rock band, yeah, I would play this. That'd be cool. But the gigs I've been playing the past several years have not been hard rock gigs. They've been singer-songwriter gigs where I'm you know, playing along to where the guitar is not the main instrument at all. It's a totally different thing. So, but if I got a gig, you know, hey, world tour tomorrow, playing hard rock, yeah, I would take this. You know, what was I saying though? Anyway, so from 1989 to 1996, I wouldn't touch a guitar unless it had one of these. I wouldn't. Now it's a total opposite. Now I'd rather have a guitar without one of these, and I'd rather have, you know, I'd rather have a Strat. A Strat with a Vega-Trem, to me, is, you know, for now, my ultimate guitar. You know? It really is.
I can understand that.
You know? Depends on the gig. You know? As a musician, you play for the song. You don't show up and say, hey, I'm using this, like it or not. I mean, it depends on who you are. If you're, you know, it depends. But if you know, like let's say Ron, you want to get out there and play a gig tomorrow, play a variety of songs, a variety of tones, a 1 pickup guitar is not going to cut it.
Well, and that's
no matter
what I was
what.
saying last night. That's what I was saying last night. I'm mostly a 1 pickup, Floyd Rose, 1 knob guitar guy. Even though there's, you know, but I only have 2 or 3 here. The rest have at least 2. Some have 3 pickups.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 single pickup guitars here right now. Bones, the Bengal, and then the Les Paul Jr. Everything else has at least 2, if not 3, and they all have Floyds, except for the Junior.
Mm-hmm. Max Server is saying, do you prefer Strat 3 single or 2 single and 1 humbucker? That's a good question. If I was to play a gig with a hard rock band, I would take the 1 humbucker and 2 single coils. If I was to play a gig with a singer-songwriter where it's not a heavy, where it wasn't like a heavy band. I mean, it can still be heavy. Don't get me wrong, but if it's not like, if it's more, if you're playing, you know, to you know, behind a singer songwriter, or if there's, you know, let's say if the main instrument in the band is somebody that plays piano, you're not going to have some hella distorted guitar behind that. You know, you're going to have a series of clean tones. In that case, I would take the 3 singles. But like I said, I love the 2 and the 4 position on a Strat. And if you guys don't know what that is, do I have a Strat? Can I show you?
He loves them, but does he have one?
I love
That's
them.
course.
I love them. There we go. When I mention the 2 and the 4, what I'm basically saying is both of these on, or both of these on, a combination. So the 2, where's the thing? There you are, right there, where you got these 2. This is actually to me, this is the tone when you have both these on. The 4 is both these, like that. You know,
Is that
Like this-
going to be? Is that going to be pink? That one?
it could be. Could be pink. It should be. What do you guys think? Should it be? It should be. If this guitar had a nut.
I got extra ones here, Johnny.
Somebody clip that, please. Look at that. I got string markers. Apparently I had a gig, you know, where I couldn't see, and so I grabbed a Sharpie. See, you make it work. You know, if you're a gigging musician, gigging guitarist, you really don't care what your instrument looks like. It's all about what it's all about what it sounds like. Right, Ian? HSS Strat or SSS Strat. Yeah, well, that's an older comment. Who's messaging me? Janice the intern is sending me messages. Okay. If I was in a heavier band, meaning if it was hard, you know, harder music, classic rock, 1 humbucker, 2 single coils. And I'll say this one more time.
What if
If
he's
I
playing
was
Hendrix with Hendrix? He only used 3 single coils.
I wouldn't play with Hendrix because Hendrix is Hendrix. He doesn't need it.
Well, I mean, or what if you were in a playing with him, or in a band a band that plays a lot of Hendrix songs? He was 3 singles. That was it.
Would I be the one playing the Hendrix songs, or would I be playing rhythm guitar?
You'd be playing the Hendrix song.
If I was playing the Hendrix stuff?
Yeah.
Truthfully, I think these days, well, I mean, the technology today is so much more advanced than it was then. You can get single coil pickups without the buzzing. You can get the noiseless stuff. You know, you can get a lot of different things. I'm just saying, for me personally, but pretty much, like you can tell, like, for you have the majority of your guitars have 1 humbucker and a Floyd. That pretty much says that. It says what you like. It says what your style is. You probably wouldn't play with a band and they're like, you know, no distortion pedal. You probably wouldn't do it.
Well, I'd never. Well, yeah.
But if it was a paying gig, and you just had to learn like a few songs, and you show up, and you play the gig, and next thing you know, it's been half an hour, $100, would you do it?
Yeah, I just wouldn't tell anybody.
Why not?
I don't want them to know that I'd be up there with going.
It's a gig. It's a paying gig.
Oh,
Well,
I
then
know,
you're not.
yeah.
You're not a professional. You're
Well,
not a pro.
anymore. I haven't. Other than
Anybody that wouldn't do that, they're not a pro. And it's, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling the truth.
Oh, I know.
I'm telling the truth. A professional has a whole series of styles in their bag They'll play, you know, whatever works. You play what works for the song, for the music. So that's what I do. That's what I like. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know?
See, we played in my own band and our style, you know, and
that's a totally different story. If you're in your own band, if you're the one calling the shots, if you're the one writing the music, you can do whatever. You know, and I did that. I did that for a lot of years, and unfortunately, it got to the point where, where I had to, I basically had to call the singer and say, "Hey, sorry, you know, I have to move on to another thing. We're not doing this enough. We're not playing enough. You live, you know, in LA. I'm here."
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're playing gigs, we're writing songs, we're recording. I can play you guys those songs at some point. I have them. You know, we played tons of gigs. But it gets to a point like everybody, like, I mean, it's with the internet now, it's a little different. You know, you can have a band where the other members are in other parts of the country, other parts of the world. You send tracks back and forth. You record. You know, it's a totally different thing now. But if you want, you know, if you want to be in a band, a working band, and you're doing a thing, everybody has to be on the same page. Everybody has to have the same goal. And unfortunately, there was a band I was in some years back where I had to be like, yeah, I have to move on. And everybody was bummed. The drummer was bummed. The singer, she was really bummed. You know, the bass player went off and became like a doctor or something, so he was okay. Right? I think. But it went from there. It went from there to me joining other bands. And when it gets to that point, you do what they say. Yep. If they say, "Here's the album, you learn these parts, use this pedal," and yeah, you can give them your opinion. "Oh yeah, you know that, you know, I don't know about that one. You know, I don't know about this here, but this one here gives you more of the sound, whatever." I mean, there was a band that we were just talking about Sacramento. Was that before we went live?
Yes.
You were talking about Columbus being the capital of Ohio. Yep. I was talking about Sacramento being the capital. This is when we were in the green room, you guys. I was in a band in Sacramento for a little while, you know. It was an hour drive to go up to practice, you know. And actually, I would leave an amp up there. At the time, I had a 5150 212 combo, which I would leave at the drummer's house or apartment. And by the time I would get up there, they had already been jamming, you know, rehearsing the songs. I would get there, plug in, go through the set, drive back, an hour to go back, you know. And we played, basically we played one gig, and it was a theater. It was a pretty big place. But it wasn't, let me just say, the way the band was operating, I didn't agree with it, so I left. I left, you know. But in that particular band, I was playing, you know, the Andy Summers Telly that I have, or the one that he signed? Mm-hmm. That was my guitar in that band. I used that. And then I remember at the gig, I took this PV 412 cab and I plugged in my PV 212 into the 412 for this gig. So I remember doing that. But I remember the other guys in the band. It was the singer who played piano. So it was kind of like what's the band from Vegas? The band that I mean, I guess they're still happening. In like 2005, who was the band in Vegas? You guys, they had all those hits.
I don't know. I have no idea.
What were they called? Anyway, the style of this band that I was in, it was kind of like that. The lead singer played piano, and Alex, do you remember a place called the Empire Theater in Sacramento? That's where we played. I have photos, and there is video from that. I never got a copy. Am I still in Santa Cruz? Yeah, I am in Santa Cruz. Hey, Cheech, what's going on, man? The Killers. That's it, the Killers. This band, the sound was kind of like the Killers. So it was good. The music was good. I'm bummed. The past couple bands that I've been in, the music I thought was great. I didn't write the music in any of these bands, but I thought the music was great. Anyway, I disagreed with some of the stuff that this band was doing, so I left. And then after that, I ended up auditioning for some other bands that actually had some stuff going on. Like, I auditioned for this one guy. He actually had a song on a TV show. There was a show on Fox. It was called The OC. There was a show called The OC on Fox.
I remember the show. I never watched.
This guy had a song on that show, and I auditioned for him. I went to his house, and I was going to tour with him. And then what happened was it just didn't work out. And so I didn't do that. And then there was a couple other bands I went and I would audition for. And then eventually I auditioned for this band called the Mayfire. And what happened was I basically learned like 20 songs in the course of like a few days. And then we went on tour. And then it went from that to doing a national tour, an MTV sponsored tour. We did that. Unfortunately, that band dissolved. You know, I wish that band was still together. The drummer went on to play stadiums in Mexico. He plays with huge bands down in Mexico now. Stadium shows, no joke. You know. But the point of all this rambling, you guys, is that if you want to play, yeah, you can start your own band. It's a lot of work to run your own band, and you can do whatever you want. It's cool.
I did it for 12 years.
But if the band succeeds, great. If it fails, I mean, it's on you, and it's on whoever you have around you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if you join a band that's got something going on, you do whatever they say.
Now, see, now that I never did that. I started this band, got it. We got to playing. We got opening for bigger things. We got signed. We went on tour. We're in the studio a few times. Went three releases. And then '94 it ended, and I never went to another band. So I only had my own band for that whole time.
How many bands have you been in your entire career of playing?
Counting when I was a kid.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that counts. I mean, it's all experience.
3.
It's all experience. What?
My first band was called Ace 2 because we heard there was already a band called Ace, and we did nothing but Kiss cover songs.
Uh-huh. Wait, there's a market for that now, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'd have. I can't say that too loud. Gene will probably get a hold of me here.
Dude, that'd be awesome if you did, man.
Yeah,
you know what that would do for us if he did? That'd be amazing, dude. Do it.
You owe us money.
Do it, man. Yeah.
So, yeah,
I showcased for Bill Coyne, Kiss's manager. I showcased for him years ago.
It was Ace 2, and then I can't remember the name of the second band. I was in it. It only lasted like 6 or 8 months, because the other guitar player, who was also the singer, had a serious substance issue.
Mm-hmm.
So that one ended pretty quick. And then after that, I was like, I'm tired of this. Start my own. And that's what I did. And I never been in another band after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these days, truthfully, with the internet, you can be your own band. You can do everything yourself.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I'm doing now. So
you can put music out.
I
was telling that to a friend of mine. I went out. I hung out with a friend of mine. Actually, we jammed. Actually, I filmed this jamming. I'll edit it. I'll upload it to the channel here at some. Maybe I'll show it to you guys on the next show or something. But I was talking to a friend of mine earlier today, and you know, he has been in bands. He's ran his own bands, and where, yeah, you make a record, you record, you find people, you play gigs, you lose a member, another one joins, they learn your songs. It's brutal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a brutal thing, and if you're just starting out, you want that. So it's like, yeah, it's great. It's great. But the older you get, the more experience. I mean, you always, you know, if you're always going back to square one, after so many times of that, you still want it, but it's like, oh, I was so close. Like, I've been signed. I was signed almost basically to Universal. You know, Universal, you know, you go to the movies and it says Universal.
Yeah.
I was almost signed to that. And then we were that close, didn't happen. I've met a lot of musicians, you know, especially when you go to the NAMM show. By the way, I'll be at the NAMM show. We're trying to get Ron there. NAMM show, you'll meet all these musicians, all different levels, all different styles. People, they can tell you stories. Oh, yeah, I've been signed 100 times. I've almost been signed 100 times. You know, it almost happened. It didn't happen. You know, and the ones that are succeeding are the ones that keep going.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, no matter what, you keep going, but you gain all this experience from everything you ever did. Like I was telling this friend of mine today. You know, it's like I never would have imagined. Like I was telling him, anybody that knew me 20 years ago, what was 20 years ago? 20 years ago, 30 years ago? I'm not the same person that you knew 30 years ago, 20 years ago, at all. You know? They wouldn't believe, because I hated talking. Hated it. Ask Laz. Ask Laz. He might tell you, oh, Johnny, we hang out, Johnny doesn't say a word. When I do these shows, blah, 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 it's nonstop because that's a part of the job. That's a part of, for me, this is a job. For me, this really is. This is something, you know, this is what I do. But I was telling this friend of mine today, you know, people years ago, they'd be like, yeah, wow, you know, this is a totally thing. When I had Andy Summers on the show, the first thing he said to me when we saw each other on here, he's like, you grew up, you know? And then when I saw him the second time, he told me I was old when I saw him. When we were at the theater down in Monterey, I walked up to him and I walked to him. He's like, you're not Johnny, you're old. You know, because he thinks of me as being this kid. Because every time I would see him, I was a kid, you know. Well, early 20s. You know. See, even Alex is saying, Johnny, in person, I'm chill, quiet. Yeah. Am I still living in San Francisco? Lewis, yes. Well, technically Santa Cruz. But another thing that Andy said to me was your voice has gotten a lot deeper than it was years ago. And it's like, I was talking to this friend of mine today. Oh yeah, I've spent 10 years talking on a microphone now. Almost daily. This is a daily show, pretty much. I did a show earlier today. We did a show yesterday. Did a show the day before that. Every day, talking for hours. And then even after this, we go over to Twitch. We play video games. We stream for 2-3 hours every night, talking to each other, playing Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, whatever. You know? But wow, we got 83 people watching right now. 84. We got 84 people watching. Combined. YouTube,
that's what you want, ain't it?
X, Facebook. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got 41 watching on X right now. We got 42 watching on YouTube. We got 1 watching on Facebook. I got over 5,000 people that follow me on Facebook. Like one person's watching. Janice, wake everybody up over on Facebook, please. Tell them we're alive right here. Let me actually go over there. See, this is what we should be doing. Yeah, it says we got 1. Who's watching me? Joseph Badmoxon? Are you the only guy watching me? Joe. See, he's doing it for real. He has an actual radio show. My friend Joseph.
Where's Chris King?
I don't know.
Come on, Chris.
I don't know. The thing is, we're not going live to my my business page on Facebook anymore because of the cutbacks. Alex, is that you? There you are, man. Alex, I'll do double duty. Right on, man. Alex is over on Facebook. Thank you, Alex. 100%. There you go. Yeah, we need to share this out. Let me do that. That's something we got to do. But I'm not done with this story. I want to keep. Plus, dude, we got time to kill. I want to keep. I think it's very important for people to understand. Here, hang on. We are live right now! Exclamation point! Hashtag SNL. Hashtag Straturday. Hashtag Johnny Bean TV. How much of that did you get? They always misspell that Straturday. Straturday. We are live right now. Okay, let me copy that. We are. Hang on. Let me just copy that. Share to Johnny Bean TV. Share to EVH Gear Fans Live. Yeah, we'll share to a bunch of places. Okay. All right. We did a few. We did a few things there. Okay, maybe we might see some more people jump in.
Cool.
On Facebook.
The more, the merrier.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, and smash that thumbs up. I see we just got 27 likes. We're at 131 views on YouTube right now for just under an hour. That's actually really good. Tonight is making up for the past like 3 shows. Ian, there you are. I see you over there on Facebook. Cheech, thank you so much, man. So let me say this. Let me say this again. I can't stress this enough, okay? And for those of you that are maybe tuning in for the first time, or you're just now learning that. Uh-oh. That's you, right?
Yeah,
okay.
It's fixed.
Okay. My voice sounded higher on that. That was weird. If you're learning an instrument, or if you're like, man, I want to start a band, I want to go out there, I want to play. Do everything you can, but you want to be smart about what you do. You want to be smart about the people you play music with. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth. If you go to jam with some guys and they're not on the same level as far as seriousness, they're like, oh yeah, we just want to drink and get high, and we play in the garage once a week. If that's what you want to do, that's cool. Do that on the side, maybe. But if they're not looking to get to that next level that you're looking to get at, forget it.
It'll never work. Yep.
Forget it. You want to be working with people that are as good or better than you. And most out of that, I would say you want people that are better than you. So that's
because that makes you perform better.
That makes you perform better, and that's where ego comes in. And you can't have an ego. Oh, look at me, I'm Joe Bitchin'. Maybe if you are and if you're doing it, then good luck to you. That's great. But if you want to be a working musician, if you want to get to that next level, if you want to get there, you have to, you have to get with a situation that's better, that makes you better, that makes you a better player. Mm-hmm. And like I said, if they're saying, hey, don't use that guitar, use this one. Here's what our last guitar player used. Dress. That's another thing. A lot of junior rock stars don't want to hear is how to dress. They don't want to hear that. But if you're in a band and they have a look, you look the part.
Yep.
You don't just show up in if their look is all black leather, you show up in all black leather. You don't show up in blue jeans. You know? Thank you. Thank you, Peggy. Yeah, that's what I was telling this friend of mine today. I'm like, oh, that's what I was going to say is I've got all these years of experience of touring, of playing in bands, of working on guitars, all this stuff. And I never would have imagined that one day I would have this medium, this avenue where I could just tell you all this stuff. Hey, I could be BSing all this, but I can prove everything that I say to you guys. I can prove all of it. You know? But it's cool, and I want to teach you guys, because there's always somebody new watching this. That's another thing, Ron, you have to think about. Every time I hit that go live button, we see, we have a lot of the friends here, Russell, Alex, Russell and Alex, the only two I see in the chat right now.
Peggy.
We see the people, the hardcore people that are here every time, but, later tonight, there's no 81 people in that chat right now. There's 81 people watching this stream.
Yeah. They're
not in that chat. Tomorrow, these videos get, they average, these shows, I do it, this is a daily show, so these shows average 300 to 400 views a show on YouTube alone. That's just on YouTube. Facebook is a different story. The Facebook videos can go up into the thousands. The Facebook views, the X views, it can be like 20. Nah, it can get up to like 100. It depends. But it's cool to tell you guys my experience, the people that I have on these shows, to tell you their experience of music, of guitar, of life, whatever that is, and I talk about what I know. That's why I do so much Van Halen, because I know Van Halen. I grew up being, I know everybody's like, I'm the number one fan. No, I am. That's fine. I grew up being a huge Van Halen fan, collector. Dude, I had everything you can imagine. Unfortunately, I had to part with pretty much all of it over the years. So I don't have what I did. But 14-year-old me never would have dreamed the stuff that I've seen and the people that I talk to now. It's unbelievable, but it's normal. See, when it gets to the point where whatever you're doing, like if it's what you want to do and it becomes normal, like what I was just telling you before we hit the start button, I was telling you, sometimes these shows, it's like, sometimes you don't, your attitude, once you hit that button, you go live and boom.
Things change.
It's like being on stage.
Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, that's why I said whether there's 3 people in the crowd or 3,000, you got to play it the same.
We're talking to 82 people right now.
Cool. Thank you, everybody.
So don't forget to smash that subscribe button, everybody.
Yeah, because there are a couple guitar giveaways coming up, but you got to be subscribed.
You got to be subscribed on YouTube. Yeah. We got 83 watching now. So, anyway, long story, even longer. If you play an instrument, if you wanna do it for real, you do it for real. No matter what people say to you. People will try to drag you down. People will oh, I'm better than you. Okay, cool. Maybe you can play better than me, but I know what I like. I know what I can do. And I don't mean you personally, but say if somebody's like, "Oh, I'm awesome. I only play one pickup guitars and it has to be distortion." But okay, that's cool. But, you know, if a band contacts me and they're like, hey, you know, play a totally different style, I'll do it. I'm up for it. I'll do it because that's what being a professional. Being a professional is not doing everything you want to do, F everything else. That's not being a pro. And this can go for any other kind of line of
well, had I joined another band after that, then I would have had to do that. Like when I had the chance to go to Nazareth, I couldn't have done what I was doing. I'd have to do their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I couldn't walk in there with all the stacks and louder than and have to be mic'd. I would have to have, you know, I'm sure they'd make sure I was mic'd. So, but you know, it's
yeah. That's I mean that. Yeah, it's a shame that didn't happen because that's a credit. That's like, hey, I played in Nazareth.
I'm the one that turned it down because
or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I'm the one that turned it down because we had been on the road with Grim Jack, and you know, Cole was born, and I missed, you know, the first so many months of his life, and then I thought, well, now if I go with Nazareth, I'm going to miss, you know, how much more.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to remember, my wife at that time was only 19, so.
And how old were you?
23.
I was 65. Oh my gosh.
I'm 4 years older than her.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, life happens too. So that's the whole thing. Life happens. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So if the bottom line, if you have dreams and you want to do something, do it.
Yep.
Do it. Do it now. Whatever that is.
As long as it's legal.
Well, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. Yeah, of course, as long as it's. But you know, the majority, if you want to play the guitar, if you want to be in a band, you want to tour, do it. You know, or do whatever you can. And things change. I never dreamed I would be here talking on a microphone. This wasn't my dream. Not that this is, you know, making me millions. Not yet. You know, but it's cool and I love it. You know? We're standing here in front of 82 people right now. When's the last gig any of us played where there was 82 people watching? It's been years.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you, a lot more.
Yeah, well, other than Biker Sunday. So, you know,
other than Biker Sunday.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Yeah, it's a totally different world now. But
it's been 30 years for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a while. Are you still working on guitars? Cheecher's asking.
Yeah. Well, guitars, I don't know what utars are, but yes.
You're not working on utars?
No.
You got to add the G to the ut. Guitars.
Guitars.
Yeah.
Or electric fiddles.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and Alex Radford is saying he was a sound engineer. Or he is. He is a sound engineer. That's a skill. That's another thing. You know, learn those skills. Learn how things work. Learn how a microphone works. Because I'll tell you, there's been gigs that I've shown up for and somebody was setting up the PA. They had a problem. They had no idea. I was able to help. Oh, that goes. Oh, you put the speaker. You know, I knew exactly how. You know where that stuff works. Lewis is saying nowadays bands are producing their own music in their own personal studios, bypassing record producers and saving money by switching to Geico. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty much how it always was in the world of hip hop. You know, Everybody's like, oh, I'm a producer. You know, I make beats. I do this, do that. And these days now, pretty much with, you know, everybody has a studio now. I mean, I have a studio on this iPad that just broke. You know? Well,
that's new from Broken Records.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a studio, and here anybody, you know, if you have a smartphone, you have a studio. And yeah, you can build it, make it better. You know, like I built this place. I literally built this place, you guys. Those of you that haven't been around, you know, I'm in a brand new studio. I have a workbench, a little messy right now. Got pedals, got guitars, amps, everything. Everything's here. You guys can't see this part over here yet, but I've got monitors, I've got cameras, I've got lights, I've got, you know, all kinds of stuff I use. Thank you, Lewis. And if I wanted to, and we will, on future episodes here on the channel, we'll create music here live for you guys. We'll record the stuff. You know, and all those like bumper songs that you hear, we'll say like this. Like you guys have heard this song like all the time. Right there. I recorded that. I mean, that's me. That's me. Like 15 years ago I did this. Never thinking it would be a soundtrack to a show or whatever, you know. And, you know, I'm not saying this is the greatest piece of music ever. But this right now is being heard by 83 people right now. When's the last time you put out a song on a record and got that many plays?
Well, the last one we put out was 92, so it's been what, 32 years?
And how many did you sell?
I couldn't even tell you. I don't know.
How many did you press?
I don't have a gold record, if that's what you mean.
How many records did you guys press? Were they CDs? If it was 92, I'm assuming it was CDs.
CDs, yeah.
Like you probably took them to shows. You probably had them in your trunk. You probably had them on a merch table. There was no internet then, so you weren't selling them digitally.
No. Sin City, I think they had. I'm gonna say, because I know what they did for Grim Jack, and then with us they went 25,000 of the first one, and I think they did 40 or 50,000 of the second one. Now, are they all sold? I have no idea. Are they sitting in a warehouse somewhere in New York City? Probably. But I do know, because I was getting, let's see, what would have been the 25th anniversary of the first one, which was 90. A guy from Germany got a hold of me and told me that we are still being played over in Europe on the radio. And for the 25th anniversary, he wanted me to get him the master tapes and everything, send them to him, and he was going to upgrade them from what we had them. And then he was going to print out, he said, send me all the pictures that you guys have from behind stage, backstage, understage, rehearsals, whatever, and do a big booklet, and it'd be a 25th anniversary thing. And I couldn't get the rest of the guys to agree to it. But the guy owns a record company in Germany, in Berlin. So they wouldn't do it, because I had half the songs on that were mine, but I didn't have the rights for the other half. So I couldn't just say, go ahead and do it. They whatever reason, they didn't want to do it. It was going to be a 20, and he was going to send me like 500 of them to give out or sell or whatever, but he got to keep that, whatever else he pressed, and he made the money off of that. So it was going to be a 25-year anniversary thing, and it never happened. But we did. Right. We hauled them around in the cars, in the vans, in the bus.
Yeah.
We sold them. We had merch tables at every event. Yeah. All that. And, we had a P.O. box, fan mail, you could order them through that too. You know, what the internet wasn't there yet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now it's a totally different thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you have the rights to those songs, you know, if you're the songwriter, if you own the stuff, you can put the stuff out. You know. Now, would the stuff sell? That's a different story.
Yeah.
Music nowadays is free. Nobody buys music anymore unless I know you guys, Taylor Swift. Unless you're Taylor, I'll say this. I know some of you guys are like, man, what are you talking about? And I told this to this friend of mine today. I'm like, I do a Van Halen show on YouTube. I run a Facebook Van Halen group, one of the larger groups. And, you know, if I mention the name Taylor Swift on any of my shows, people, you know, some people are like, what are you talking about? Somebody actually somebody dropped a comment one time saying, why do you even talk about that? That makes no sense. I'm like, it's music. It's the music business. And by the way, her guitar player plays EVH guitars. And the guy never wrote me back. I was like, you know, there's a connection. There's a connection with everything. When it comes to entertainment, everything is connected. Okay. But what I'm saying is, unless you're at that level of you know, Taylor Swift or Katy Perry, who just put out a new album, and it's great. I have it. I listen to it. Unless you're at that level, nobody buys music anymore. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier about putting in the time of, you know, the old days of making music, recording, touring. You can still do that, but there's so much more you can do. You can take it to a higher level and not have to go through what
we had to go through.
People had to go through way back when. Like, hey, you know, we're going to get signed. We're going to get you know, everybody thinks, well, not anymore, because people are much smarter nowadays. Back in when I was a kid, sure, when I was a kid, the dream, you start playing the guitar, you play a Kramer guitar, one pickup, Floyd Rose, you're going to be a rock star.
Charvel.
You're going to be the next Eddie Van Halen. You know? You're going to play gigs, you're going to get signed. You're going to, you know, everybody thinks you get signed, that's it. You've made it.
Yeah. No,
that's where it begins. And back in the day, like these days, it's a different story. Although it can still be the same. When you sign with the record label, okay, and you could dream to sign with one of the big ones. But everybody, you know, everybody has a label now. Anybody can have a label. Anybody, you know, I have a label. Everything I do is my own label. You know? When you sign to a label, the way a record deal works is you sign. There's different types of deals. The deal, most people, you know, that don't really know what they're doing, they sign a deal where they sign everything away. They don't own their publishing. They don't own their masters. They don't own anything. They basically, a record company gives you an advance to make that record.
Pay it back.
To make that record. So you go into a studio, and it's not like you get into the studio and magic just happens. No, you have to make that happen. You have to be on top of everything. You can't go in there hungover every day, because forget it. Forget that. And you can't go in there writing either. You have to write everything outside. When you get into the studio, you're on the clock. You're spending money every second. Time is ticking. You record. And if you're lucky enough to have a Ted Templeman or somebody, you know, that really knows what they're doing, then that's great. But once you make that album, you're basically in debt. You're in debt. And then the reason why bands go out and they tour is to make the money back to pay the record label. But the money that the bands make is from, well, it depends, but a lot of it is merch, T-shirts, posters, stuff like that. Like I said, every deal is different. These days, people are much smarter about all this stuff than back in the day. It's a totally different... The internet totally changed everything as far as entertainment these days. Like I said, I never dreamed I would have my own talk show, but here we are.
Napster and LimeWire is what destroyed everything.
Yes and no. Well, at the beginning, okay, so we're jumping, several years here, but like when you were in bands, when you were making CDs, if you were signed to a label, they paid to have those CDs made. You'd go out and play these shows. You'd sell the CDs, and if you broke even, you were lucky. But most likely that never happened. Like there's probably still boxes and boxes somewhere.
I'm sure there are.
Or the stuff was destroyed. The stuff is on mediums now. Nobody even has cassettes. Nobody plays cassettes, right? So you go from that to all of a sudden there's this internet, which is ran by a series of tubes, and all of a sudden there's a website where people are uploading files, music. There's a thing called an MP3, and we're going back 25 years now. There's a thing called an MP3 where you can have a computer, you can have what's called a DAW, digital workstation, where you can record yourself on your computer. You can mix. I don't know what just happened to him. He just left. Ron just rage quit. You can record yourself. You can do everything yourself. And like I said, if you have those skills of producing, if you have an ear, if you can make decent sounding recordings, you can put them out. You can release the stuff yourself. You can put the stuff on. I mean, back when what did you say, Napster came out?
Yeah.
It was like cool. I could put my own, Winamp, Sky Prop. Yeah, I remember Winamp. It'd be like Winamp when you opened it up. Yeah. You could put it, I was on Napster trading my own songs to people. Just so I could type in my own name and see my own songs on Napster. This was the first version of Napster, not what Napster is today. Napster today is a totally different thing. Napster now is like iTunes. I think. I don't know. I haven't looked in a while. But see, what I can do is I have music that's online. That's on iTunes. If we give my friend Nightbot like an iTunes command, let's see what comes up. Jimmy just fixed our washer, Peggy? Oh, right on. It's good to have a washer. Okay, does that do anything? Okay, that Nightbot's not doing anything there. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Napster wasn't. Okay, wait. Let me think. Anyway, just Google. You can, Google. YouTube is basically Google. It's a search engine is what it is. So you can Google my name. You can find my music. It's out there. And if you spend 99 cents on one of my songs, I appreciate it. And I can log in and I can see where all my music gets sold, where it gets played, every half a cent, if even that, where that is. I can look into that and see all that. That's what I was going to say to you is, these days you can do all this stuff digitally. And you can keep track of all that stuff and see where the music is, who's buying it, who's playing it.
Yep.
and then, the next step from there is you get your songs on radio, and I'm not talking, whatever the classic rock station is in Ohio. I'm talking college radio, because they'll play it. College radio will play anything. So you can send, you don't even have CDs anymore. You can send an MP3. Not even that. You can send a link now to some station in who knows where, and they'll play your song. Will people hear it? Yeah, probably not. But it builds up your credibility. It puts your name on a playlist. I tried explaining this to somebody like a year ago, and they kind of went nuts on me. They didn't want to do it. It was too much work for them. They bailed. That's why they're not here anymore. I'm not going to mention names, but that's what happened. That was the truth. I tried helping them, and they wanted nothing to do with it. So, but that's the dream. You have to make it happen for yourself today. You can't rely on anybody. I don't know. Does that sound weird? In the chat, let me know. Am I just yammering on? Does any of this make sense? I've done enough of this over the years where I know what I'm talking about. And now that I have my own studio here, I can go and I'm going to, Skyprop, yeah, unfortunately. Thank you, Max Server. I can record, I can make music here. I'm to the point now, not that I'm Joe bitchin', I'm not saying that, but anytime I pick up a guitar, I don't have to be plugged in. I can just pick up, this one has no strings on it, so we won't be picking that one up. But let's say, you pick up a guitar. Anytime I pick up a guitar, if it's, for, a certain amount of time, I always come up with ideas. Like that riff, you guys, I always play at Guitar Center. That one. That's an original. Something like that. So my point is you can make your own music. You can record your own music yourself. If you have the skills, you can record it, make it sound pretty good. You can get it out there. You have to. You get it out there. You don't have to sign to some record label nowadays. You can. That's in the back of our minds. That's still the dream, is to sign to, they're known as Warners now. Warner Brothers. They're called Warners now, but our dream, it's still, that'd be cool. But the most likely, like for me, it's not going to be me starting a band from scratch and cracking the whip and going out there and getting signed and touring and all that. Most likely, excuse me, aside from the burping, most likely, like if I want to play, I'll, people call me. I say that on here. See, the thing is, Ron, you never know who's watching these shows. True. You have no idea.
Very true.
You have no idea the possibilities and the opportunities that can come along from doing this. We got 90 people sitting there watching us right now. So me saying, I'd love to be in a band right now, text me at that phone number below. You guys know I what I like. I like I'm not going to say Van Halen. Oh yeah, there we go. I like Van Halen, but I'm not looking to be the next Eddie Van Halen. To me, when I was 14, of course. Now, that's not reality. Oh, hang on, somebody's here. That's not reality.
You the guy looking for a band?
Hey, you. Yeah,
I know a band who needs a bass player.
Mm-hmm.
You play bass?
I do, but I'm not going to Ohio.
No, you don't. Well, you don't have to. You gotta go to Allentown, PA.
I'm not going there. What's there?
Well, you're not that far from Philadelphia. Then you can go up to New York.
I'm from California. This is my town. You know, would I tour those places? Yeah, of course. But anyway, yeah, I've been yammering on here for a while. We got 91 watching, you guys. You guys are awesome.
Cool.
Smash that subscribe, smash that thumbs up, share the video, retweet if you're watching this on X. A lot of you are. Retweet this video, tap that heart, smash that like on YouTube. You know, I don't know. I mean, a lot of this, yes.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean, some of this, like I said, some people don't want to hear this. Some people don't want to hear the reality of this stuff.
Well, I can tell you right now, our bass player, well, what the record company did to us, because a lot of singers, at least in the late 80s, they would get lead singer disease or a form of LSD, and it was called lead singer's disease.
Oh, sure.
So we had went in and recorded the whole CD with the singer who we'd had. They called, talked to the producer. Guy's name was Jamie Peck, and then there was Mark Daddle. And I don't know if they told him the issues they were having with him or what. So next thing I know, I get a call saying they're changing our singer. And my first thing was, wait a minute. And they're like, no, you signed, we own you. That's literally what they said.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay. So, and
you
then
signed, you do what we say.
Yeah.
We know better.
Yep.
That's
So,
why you
and-
have to be
and we ended up-
very careful what you sign. See, that's what it all is. That's why, you know, you grow up, oh, I'm going to play the guitar. I'm going to sign a record deal. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be on MTV. Nowadays, none of that exists. It's you can make your own, you know, I'll be on the internet. I'll make music. They become your employer, Lewis says. Yeah.
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 But, and they hooked us up with a guy by the name of Kevin James, who is now the lead
the actor?
singer. No. He now sings for a band. He's in a multi-tribute band called Poisonous Crew. They do nothing but Poison and Motley Crue songs. He's now the lead singer for that, and man, he looks like he's a year younger than me. And he looks like he's about 20 years older now.
Mm-hmm.
But when he came in and he was able, because we not only when
Is that
when we
the
were
mall
playing,
cop?
yeah, when we were playing,
I never saw
4
it.
hours.
I know the name.
When we were playing 4 hours nights, we do 4 sets. You did
In front of nobody.
No, we did theaters. We played Sky
In front
Prop.
of nobody. Playing a
Sky Prop-
theater
wait,
doesn't
wait,
guarantee
wait,
there's going to
wait
be
a minute.
1,000 people there.
I know. Sky Prop, remember the Syria Moss? We played there before. And it was packed, by the way.
Okay.
But anyhow, we got Kevin, who was a local. So I don't know how they knew of him or whatever. But anyhow, he was able to sing Queensryche and Skid Row.
Okay.
So we and TNT, Knights of New Thunder. So because we would do like half when we did our own stuff, we would do like we mixed it 50-50 with our own stuff and cover tunes. Where Cole, on the other hand, they don't do any cover tunes. It's all their own stuff 100%. Whether you know it or not, they do it, and it's actually working for them. But back then, it was a different thing. To draw people in, you had to play stuff they knew. Well, Kevin was one of the very few people that could sing
that's
stuff.
Still, even today, if you're going all original today, that's more power to you. But hey, throw in a song that people know.
I know.
It'll.
I tried to tell him
even
that,
make it your own.
Yeah, I tried to tell him that, but he won't do it.
Even make it, even make it your own style.
Well, when they heard we were doing, like Operation Mindcrime and all that stuff, and Take Hold of the Flame from Queensryche, which is you go to an E5 on the vocal scream right there on the high note. Kevin was able to hit that, and they knew, the record company was right. They put Kevin in, and we did better. So
Paul Blart.
Yeah. Well, Kevin James was actually his middle name, so he just went by Kevin James. Mm-hmm. So we did 50-50. But Faith and Failure does 100% originals, and they're winning people over. Now, I don't know how many streams it's unbelievable on some of these songs they're doing. Because they're all over Spotify and all that stuff, and what was The End and Touched by the Moon, I think, are coming close to. One of them is real close to 500,000 streams so far, but it's been 2.5 years total out there. Not like it happened overnight. So,
no. I mean that's the that's the game.
Mm-hmm.
Is being in music, again, going back to, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but learn how to do all this stuff yourself. Do it yourself. If you're running the band, whatever that is, get with other people that are on your level or better. And if you want to play some gigs on the side, make some money, do it. Do what they say. And I know you were like, oh, but nobody's going to know I'm doing this.
I wouldn't tell them.
You can do that. But a professional is going to add that to their resume.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's going to be on their website of, I used to have a website years ago where I had every gig that I could think of. It was a whole freaking list of gigs.
Well, that's
it's a different thing now, but
that's because we got to where we did. Now, is Sin City a giant record label? No. But
I've never heard of them.
If they're out of New York, the harsh reality.
I've never heard of that place.
Okay. Well, the harsh reality of it is you sign and you don't become an instant millionaire. I got news for you. You don't do that. The biggest thing we did have a bus, so that was nice. But on my wife and I's 3rd anniversary, they did send a limo to the house and took us to Pittsburgh and the whole night out and everything on them. So.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they do supply you with cash. They, and it did help with, you get, you weren't living in some 25-room mansion with 15 bathrooms and, 6 pools. No.
Mm-mm. No, I mean, and the reality is nobody, you got to be extremely lucky to get. The ones that get to that point are the ones that are extremely smart. They don't take no bullshit from anybody. They run everything. And that's Taylor Swift. And I know how much some of you guys are so sick of hearing that, but she has totally changed the game as far as the music industry. Here's something that I'm going to say. This reminds me of what you were saying earlier. What happened was, and I'll tell you guys, it's just for you guys, just so you guys, I know what I know this stuff. Her, she was making all these albums. She's been playing stadiums for at least 10 years. Stadiums. It's not like all this happened overnight for her. And anyway, so her earlier albums, they got bought, like she lost the rights to them. And a lot of those albums had hit songs, hits. So what she did was she went and she re-recorded all her albums. Re-recorded. So there's albums of hers out there, and I'm talking big records, major albums. She has an album called 1989. And just, to take back to the Van Halen thing, so a lot of you guys get mad when I say this. Her guitar player plays an EVH 5150 guitar, and instead of saying 5150 on it, it says 1989 on it. This is true. She has an album called 1989, has some huge hits on that. You guys have heard, Shake It Off. You guys have heard that, Like it or not, you guys have heard her music. Because she's everywhere. She's the biggest thing there is. So, anyway, so she went and re-recorded all her stuff. Now she owns the rights to all the re-recordings of that stuff. Her albums, her newer versions of albums are outselling the older ones. And it's what she's doing has totally changed the game. And anybody to get to that level, it's totally unheard of. But you're like, well, Johnny, but you play rock guitar. Why should you care about this stuff? Because I care about music. I care about the music business, entertainment. This is what I do. I know it's on a very, small scale, but that's what I was saying though. If you know this stuff, if you learn, knowledge is power, what they say. Right? Bad Blood. Yeah, Bad Blood. That one.
Well, she has destroyed Travis Kelce.
You mean the what? As far as how?
The star football player that since they broke up, they benched him now because he's no good anymore.
They broke up?
Yeah.
I'm a Swiftie, but I'm not on top of the current news of that. They did, really?
Yeah. When
was this?
I don't know if it was before the season started or not, but yeah, he's.
Is this true?
Yeah, his head's not in the game. They benched him. I mean, he's a multi-Super Bowl winning player. Hell, everything's sticking.
Is this true? Is he telling the truth?
Yes.
What? Is somebody spamming the chat?
Yeah.
Go ahead, spam away. Spam all you want. Spam my chat all you want. Go ahead. So, you're serious? I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, well, he got benched. Well, I don't know. Okay, so somebody in there, someone in there said they're still together, but something happened. Something happened between them, and Kelsey's literally got benched.
Did Taylor Swift and Kelce, what's his last name?
No, it's Travis Kelce.
Break up. Oh. Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift not at birthday, but will be at Chiefs game. That was 2 hours ago. They didn't break up. What are you talking about? Exclusive.
Well, something happened because his head's not in the game anymore, and they benched him.
Okay, well, I'm not a sports fan, so I don't care. That's fine. But I'm a music fan. I like music. And like I said, the more you know, even if it's not your thing, the more you know about stuff, I mean, just the better. Keep spamming my chat, Demo. Keep doing it. Because truthfully, the more stuff in the chat, the better we do. So go ahead, keep spamming.
I'm going to switch to the other camera.
Wait a minute.
So I can do the show the pickup thing.
They fell asleep on the keyboard. Is the winning letter A for the giveaway? Oh, I didn't even mention the giveaway tonight. What are we giving away from your pile of stuff? What are we doing? I don't know. I'll find something here. Hang on. we do have exciting things.
About a Hetfield.
Do you want to give that away?
Yeah.
What
you
is
give
that?
one, I'll give one. James Hetfield. It's his pick.
Who's James Hetfield?
Black. Bang.
Wait a minute. I actually have a pack of those. I don't know where they are. I found this. Okay, so I know this isn't the most exciting stuff, but I'll do a pack of strings tonight. Pack of 10s, Ernie Ball. So if you play the guitar, pack of strings.
And a pick.
And a Hetfield series guitar pick.
Yep.
Everybody type A in the chat, apparently. Everybody. A. Okay, so let me say this again. I'll say this again. I'll admit it. I'm a Swiftie. I'm a Katy Cat. I love music. I don't care what it is. I listen to all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I play rock guitar. I play guitar. I'm a musician. I'll play whatever the song calls for. If I'm writing something, if it needs, a certain style, I'll do it. If a band, says, "Hey, we're playing a gig, next week. Our guitar player left. We saw you. We saw you're looking, here's some songs, and if it pays, that's being a pro. You show up, you learn the songs, you play. Yeah, you do whatever. I mean, but if if you want to take it to the next level, I mean, that's a total different story. But right? Does that make sense? That makes sense, right? A. Who is Demo? I don't know who Demo is. Demo, make sure you subscribe to my channel, though, with all your different trolling accounts. That'd be great. Thank you. Is A the winning word tonight? It might be. We might have to make A the winning word for our giveaway. We have 99 people watching right now, Ron. This episode of the Johnny Bean Show is brought to you by the letter A. That's funny.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Okay. All right. Oh, your mic's a little too loud.
Well, hold on.
It works wonders. Oh no, it's fine. I mean, it's cool. Just talk like regular. You don't have to yell.
Okay.
Hey, dude. 2 bit and 1. I don't want to break this $500 microphone that I use now. Back in the day, 2 bit and 1 would jump into my chats, and I'd be like, 2 bit and 1. That goes back how many years, man? See, we have people watching these shows from years.
That's
years
cool.
Ago. That is cool. That is cool.
Thank you, Scotty. Thank you.
All right. So what are you doing here? All
right. Well, I want to show.
Latest?
I want to show. Here's a brand new Custom 5. Here is a Nazgul, brand new Nazgul bridge. And then here is the monster, the slug. So I wanted to show. I can't.
Before you don't show it, who makes those pickups?
The best company in the world. Seymour.
There we go. Hi guys, Seymour here at the Dam 2019 with Johnny Bean. We're having a good time and enjoy it.
Yes, everybody. Seymour Duncan pickups. They're the best.
I agree, Johnny Bean.
But I wanted to show, because people consider the Nazgul a very hot pickup. Okay, so here it is. We'll come over here. Can you guys see that, the numbers?
1.
Okay, yeah, well, you can see them.
let me just say, okay, what you guys are watching is Ron is at his workbench. He's going to show you guys is it the resistance?
Yeah, the ohms it shows. Yeah.
The ohmage.
Output. The output.
Output. Oh, excuse me. That's my output.
Gee.
Hey man, I just took a sip of a delicious Waterloo all day rosé sparkling water.
You see that?
It's basically wine flavored sparkling water. It's delicious. So we're looking at the ohms. Okay, so that's 13.78. It said 79 for a second, but yeah.
Okay, that's the Nazgul.
Under 14.
Yeah, that's this.
Ohms.
That's the Nazgul. Brand new.
Brand new.
So then we'll come over here to this brand new Custom 5. All right. See what this one does. $1441.
1441. The other one was 13 something, so that one's hotter.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So now you come over here to this baby. This one, well, you'll see. Here you go.
One.
No, hold on. Now, wait. I'm going to show you why. Because that is set on 20, okay? The meter. All right.
Okay.
So now I got to take it up more because it's over 20. Like that.
What? Over 20? 20. It keeps saying a bunch of different things. Can I block the spammers? Yeah, I can block them. I can block them.
47.2.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
If you're spamming my chat right now, truthfully, it doesn't bother me at all. I but the people that are watching, yeah, it's kind of weird. So please stop. If you don't stop, I'm gonna ban you. Right, Janice? That's my floor, by the way, making that noise.
Yeah. So look at that. Look at that one.
47.6.
Yep. So how much more louder is this one going to be than these two? So what you were saying last night, Johnny, is a good point. Now I'll never get that back in.
I can't. I have no memory of 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, putting this in should go in a single pickup guitar. It is the slug. So I would like to buy that graphic Jackson you was playing the other day. I think I'll eventually get that, and then this will end up in there. But for now, I'm going to put it in the Warrior. But you were talking about you felt sorry for the neck pickup because once I turn the flip to a neck pickup, you won't hear it. That's what you were talking about last night.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I'm thinking of doing, and some people say, well, that's stupid. That may be stupid, whatever. So right now, I have the Seymour Duncan Dimebucker in here, which is a bridge pickup. But I think it comes in at 18 something. So what I'm probably going to do, just to try it, is put this in the neck and then the slug back here and see how that goes. For
nice.
now.
Nice.
Try it and see how it goes.
That sounds good.
So, because I know that would be with I mean, I know, that's going to be really, I don't even know how it's going to sound. It may turn out sounding great, or it may turn out sounding like crap. But thinking of the power difference, so if I would get that single pickup Jackson that you had the other day at, the graphic one with the skull and the weird stuff on it.
Yeah.
I would put this in that, actually. But I want to try it. So I'm going to put this here, this here. And that's basically reverse of this. So
okay.
We're going to see what happens. And I will record the results and put them on the Roadcaster so everybody can hear them. So, but yeah, this is the Slug. This comes with, if you look at this, see how that's cut out? Where it's not just straight like your regular one?
Yeah, that's weird.
It's cut out like that because the pickup has that much more wire on it. That's one reason why we're going from 14 to 48. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it's actually, this pickup weighs more than this with all this attached to it. I don't have a scale down here right now to do it, but yeah, this thing, pretty much almost the weight of 2. So we'll see how it does. But yeah, this one, and if Dan's here, the Sentinel, I think. Is that how you say that?
Last night on Twitch, Dan Tana was like, I gotta tell you, you were mispronouncing that name all night. What is it? Sentinent? It's Centient, Sentinent. Dan Tana, are you here? And don't worry, you guys. I'm timing this guy out. He's jumping to all. See, that's the fun thing about YouTube is you can make all the trolling accounts you want. You can press A, a billion times. Believe it or not, that actually helps us by doing that. But I'm timing him out.
There you go, GBD
Sentient.
Guy. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, there you are, man. Majestic.
So anyhow. Yeah. So this one and this one's going in the other Jackson. This one and the yellow one, the Jazz Yellow Neck, which is right here. Those are going in the sunburned Charvel. I'm taking the DiMarzios out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to put another custom 5 and I'm going to buy another Jazz pickup, and I'm going to take the JB and the 59 out of the green Charvel because I do not like those sounds.
Speaking of green, is that guacamole on the bottom left?
What?
Above where it says Gmail. There's like guacamole there or something. Next to your phone, right there. Move your hand to the left.
Here?
No, the other left.
There's nothing green here.
Right there, right in front of you, right there.
There's not.
Looks like guacamole or something. No,
this is
front of that.
There's nothing there. That's
no. Oh, maybe that's on a shelf and you can't see it. There's like
this.
Yeah, that.
That's.
Ugh. Oh, Flux.
Yeah.
Oh, Flux. Tom Lyle.
Flux.
Oh, there you go.
Flux you. Again.
Flux off. Craziness.
Right there. You can get this for $11 on Reverb. Mil spec. This stuff is great. I don't know if the guy was in the military and stole a 55-gallon drum of it or what, but he puts it in his balls. You sell it for $11.
What?
Yeah. that mil-spec shielding paint. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this up here and the slug back here, and we'll see how it sounds. And then last night, a guy didn't know what he had, and I bought a German Floyd chrome with everything. It's the whole Floyd, the post, the nut, the springs, the claw, everything. Guy had no idea what it was, and he put it on there, $75. I couldn't pass it up. So I bought that, and I'm gonna put this, convert this from black to chrome stuff. So
very cool. Very nice, man.
So this is from Scotty. Scotty's hooking me up, man. Look. This, for those of you who don't know, is a pickup height gauge to the strings.
Wow.
I always wanted, you know, I used to use Allen wrenches, but this gauge is really nice.
That's nice.
And,
it actually kind of looks like an Allen wrench.
Yeah. And then this brush and the pad, plus the zero gravity straps. So, Scotty, cool. But yeah, and then Greasy Monkey Guitars sent me a box of parts a few months ago, and some of those parts have been on guitar. It's went out the door, no charge, because I didn't pay for them, so I don't make them pay for them. Mm-hmm. So if anybody in here has any parts that they want to get rid of, want to donate to pay it forward, let me know. I mean,
well, your email is right there on the screen. They can email you.
Yeah, just email me. I mean, I did a video on Fretworks when I got it from Greasy Monkey. It was a box, a nice size box, full of stuff. So, and then Scotty sent a box, and I got a bunch of cords, the straps, he sent a bunch of stuff too. So, So, and it's just the way I just pay it forward. You know, if I don't, you know, if I don't have to buy the part and you need it, then you don't pay for the part either if I got it for free. That's how I do it. I don't do this to make money, really. Just I love doing it. So anyhow, that's what I want, but I wanted to show the difference between these three, those three right there. I did want to show the difference on that.
Very nice, man. Very good. And we're going to hear the difference?
Yeah, you'll hear it.
At some point.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I was going to do it tonight, but since we talked so long, I'm not going to do it. I'll just do it tomorrow. Or
I talked so long.
Yeah, well.
I had stuff to say.
Nothing wrong with that. It's your show.
That's what some people don't understand, but yeah, it's true. Yeah,
it's your show. So anyhow, that's what it's going to be, and I think it's pretty. Of course, I'm a big Seymour Duncan fan. I got a whole shelf full of them right there too.
They're great stuff.
You know, and it's not, and don't get me wrong, it's not that the Marzio's bad, because they're not. In my personal preference, I prefer Seymour Duncan over DiMarzio. I like the sound Seymour Duncan has more than I like DiMarzio. But there are people who don't like Seymour Duncan and love DiMarzio. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. It's, you know, to each his own. That's how it is. Do what works for you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but also, you know, when it comes to gear, yeah, I mean, there's some stuff like people think, oh, I like this one better than that one. I mean, it's all opinion, but when it gets down to it, when you're playing live, when you're recording, like, the biggest piece of crap guitar could have an amazing sound for like one thing.
Yeah.
You know? You guys would be shocked the stuff that people actually use in the studio. It's not everything that you think. You know?
I'm interested to see what this one pushes out.
It's all about sound. It's not about if something, you know, looks great.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what this jazz.
Let's see, what should we do? Let's do the numbers game for this stuff. We're not going to make it super high for you guys either. We'll make it.
No 30,000.
We'll make it. Let's see, giveaways. Oh crap! Wait.
This is push.
Yes.
This is pushing out 7.52 jazz neck pickup.
Mm-hmm. So. That's right, G. That's right. He's saying it's about the sound. It's not. It is what makes the music, not looks.
Yep. But what I always did is once I got the sound I wanted, then I concentrated on the looks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the look of a guitar, I mean, it can inspire you to play it, to make music on it. But the bottom line is it has to sound great. Mm-hmm. It has to have that sound, whatever that sound is. It can look the greatest if it sounds like total crap. But again, if you're recording a guitar part, a solo, you need a certain sound that cuts through the mix. And see, mixing music is another totally different story. Okay. If a guitar has that one sound, like, oh, but it has that sound, we used it on this track, on that track, whatever. It doesn't look like much, like the Falcon. Doesn't look like much, but she's got it where it counts, you know. That's what it's all about when it comes to music. You know, I tell you guys, I don't care what my guitar looks like. Yeah, you know, I can be inspired by something. But when it gets down to it, guitars, they're tools. It's a tool to make music with. And if it gets that sound, that's what's important. Never tell me the odds. That's right, the Hall. Okay, we'll do a couple giveaways since you have the guitar pick there.
Yeah.
You can send it to whoever wins it.
Okay.
And then I'll do a set of strings. So we'll do a numbers game, and the way that works is we give Nightbot will tell you, hey, type a number in the chat between this and this. What should we, for the guitar? Let's do the guitar pick, or let's do either one. Let's let the winner choose whichever they want.
All
okay. Right. What should we do? 2,000?
2,500.
2,500. All right, there we go. The giveaway has started. Enter a number between 0 and 2,500 in the chat right now. Right now. And this is YouTube. Pretty much YouTube. I think. I mean, you can try on X. You can try on Facebook, but I think it's mainly YouTube. Actually, I know it is. So, unfortunately, we have just under 100 people watching live right now. But the people watching on YouTube, you're the ones that can participate in this. So, enter your numbers in the chat between 0 and 2,500.
Johnny, here's the air blower of this thing. Look, you can get fine point on it.
What does that do?
Blows hot air. Like if you want to shrink wrap.
Oh,
like cool. I got, I'll have to solder that and shrink wrap it.
That's cool.
So that one thing, it's soldering and hot air machine. It's all in one unit.
Where'd that spammer go? Oh, I timed him out for 24 hours. See, I didn't boot him. I didn't get rid of him. I timed him out. So unless he creates another account, he's not in here. But enter a number now between 0 and 2,500, and I'll give you guys a hint in a few.
So, but yeah.
I'll give you guys one hint. It's 4 digits.
And one thing I do when I work on people's guitars, when I do wiring, and I zip tie the wiring, look. If possible, meaning I can find the color, but I try to do the wire zip ties to the color of their guitar.
Oh, cool.
I mean, does it serve a purpose functionally? No, but aesthetically, when you look in the back, it's like, wow, you know what? Something a little extra.
Mm-hmm. Bye, Dumbo. Yeah, Dumbo's out of here. Although, like I said, I just timed them out. I didn't ban them. I don't like having to ban people. I really don't. But I mean that's how it is. You're gonna get trolls. You're gonna get people that leave you stupid comments. I'm used to it. I'm 18 years of doing YouTube videos. I get comments every day.
And then
every
they
day
get mad.
People are dropping comments on these videos.
Then they get mad when you do something about it. He banned me. Well, no shit.
Well,
what did you do? What did you do to get banned?
I kept saying A in the chat.
Hey, was you Fonzie? Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, you can see there, like this one. That's just a standard cover over top of that. But look how much bigger that is. I mean, we're talking, this is just a lot freaking bigger. Hell, it's bigger than the dime bucker, and the dime bucker even came with an oval one. So, yeah, a lot of I'm telling you, this thing's freaking heavy. It's as heavy as those other two, almost as heavy as those other two together.
Dang. It's going to sound great.
Well, I hope so. I hope it gives me that killer crunch.
It's going to be cool.
Always looking for the tone.
4 digits. Where's the winning number? 4 digits. Wait, I'm trying to think. Because we have Twitch we need to be doing. 4 digits. Oh, crap.
I'll switch cameras back.
Okay. 4 digits, 2 of the numbers are the same. And one of you actually got 3 of those numbers. But you were missing one number and they were in the wrong order. For those of you that are watching that are participating in this, are you on your phone just going like this nonstop? Come on. Come on, I can do it. Oh, there you are.
Check. All right.
I'm back, Johnny. Look.
Here I am.
I'm over here. Oh, that reminds me. There was a story I was going to talk about Steve Vai. I'll save it. I'll save it for another show. There was a Steve Vai story I want to talk about.
Cool.
I'll save it. I'll do it in the next couple days. 4 digits. If I give you guys the same numbers, somebody's gonna get it. 2 of the numbers are the same. Well, the thing is, all you gotta do is type 2 of the same numbers in there. But
Are they together?
yes.
So it'd be like 1146.
Sort of.
Okay. Or 1446. Just the 2 numbers are together. That's all.
The 2 numbers are together.
There you go,
Yeah.
Peggy.
Peggy, Peggy, Peggy.
Peggy's going to win yet again. I tell you what.
Peggy, Peggy. Peggy.
We're cutting into our.
I know. That's what I was saying.
We have video games that we need to play.
Actually, I'll say what the winning number is on here, and if anybody can understand what I'm saying.
Okay, the winning number is...
Anybody get that?
Peggy is the winner.
No. Okay. We do kind of need to go. So, and we're doing two things.
Yeah. Yep.
4 digits. 2 of the numbers are the same.
Give them the 2 that are the same.
I just did. Somebody in the chat is 1 digit off. They're not in the right order, but you're 1 digit off. Somebody in the chat just put 3 of the correct numbers in there.
Male or female?
I know. They're a person.
Almost.
Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. I know, this is torture. This is this really is. This really is torture. And I haven't even had dinner. Although I had a burrito today, so I kind of thought, yeah, I'll just snack for dinner. So I'll snack while we play. 4 digits. 2 of the numbers are the same. The first number. And the last number. Seven blank 9. I just gave you guys the winning number. If you listened and watched, well, I just gave you guys the winning. You guys are getting it. What if you had all the correct numbers, just the wrong order? Look at this. Wow. It stopped all of a sudden. Ah! Oh my God. Yeah.
Dang it, Peggy's gonna win yet again. I tell you what.
Come on, Peggy. Oh my gosh. Okay, one of you, dude, one of you put the exact right numbers but the wrong order. Max. You just put all the correct numbers in there, but they weren't the right order. I saw it. See, but now you've done so many cents. You don't know which one I'm talking about. Yeah. Wait a minute. No way. Sean Spring. You got it. What do you want? Do you want the Hetfield guitar pick or the strings? You won. You just won. Where's the applause? The winning number was 1833. And I had said 4 digits, the first number, 2 of the numbers the same, and I said 7 blank 9. I did it. What do you want? Do you want the guitar pick or the strings? Pick. All right. So you and him need to get a hold of each other, or I need to send him your info.
Yeah. That way you know that you know that.
We'll do that. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll do for this, and because we got to get out of here,
Hello
we'll make it easy. Whoa.
Hello there.
All right, we're rolling again. We're rolling again. The giveaway started. Enter a number between 0 and 100 right now. Enter a number between 0 and 100 right now for the strings. Between 0 and 100. Gross. Between 0 and 100. Go, 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 go. Sean Spring, Hetfield guitar pick. Ron has it and is sending. I don't have it. Regular Slinky Ernie Ball guitar strings.
Give you a hint. It's one number.
Enter a number between 0 and 100 right now. Right now. 0 and 100. Right now. Right now. Right now. Between 0 and 100. Right now. And is it fair if Sean wins again? He's putting numbers in there.
I don't know.
No way. Charles Kelly, you got it. The winning number. The winning number. Where is it? What's that? Was it 82? That was the winning number. Congratulations. You win. How do you do this? Charles Kelly.
Boy.
There we go. Congrats. All right, you guys, we got to get out of here. I need to eat something, and then we have some Twitch gaming we got to do. You guys, I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow is a very, very it's if you guys know what I'm talking about, I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow. Okay? And I'll be paying tribute tomorrow. So, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our channel members. Thank you for your continued support for this channel and these shows. And what else? What else do we normally do? If you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so with PayPal. PayPal.me/JohnnyBean. We're live on Facebook. You can help support with Facebook stars. We'll be on Twitch in a few minutes. You can help support with Twitch bits. This is a podcast on Spotify, and we're live on X. We've had a lot of people on X tonight.
That's cool. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, you guys. And Sweetwater affiliate link down below if you'd like to get some cool gear. And clicking those links helps support the channel in these shows.
Or if you want to buy a Seymour Duncan slug, it's hot. Get it through the affiliate link.
There you go. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. Okay. All right, Ron, I will see you in a few. Right?
Yes, sir.
I'll see you in a few minutes.
Steelers.
LB, what's up, man? All right. We're out of here. Thank you for watching. And like I said, I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow. So
good night, everybody.
Tune in. All right.
Thank you.
Johnny Bean TV, right? Is this Johnny Bean TV? Ricky Rocket?
Hey, this is Ricky Rocket, and you're watching my buddy Johnny Bean right here on his channel.